Suburbs. Sky Fox captured the chase when it hit the Dan Ryan around 5:45 last night. Police say Ebony Collins was driving the car and was caught after she pulled over on the shoulder of the highway.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer. And having him or her present, right, while you're being questioned. You cannot afford a high lawyer. You want to be appointed to represent you before the questioning if you wish. You understand those rights? All right. What's wrong with you? What happened? Why'd your back hurt?
You said I'm wild. Kind of cool though. What's your name, Ebony? How old are you? 27. You're 27? You look like you're 22. Yeah, you.
Peep the scoot closer. Hold on. Let's go back. Watch the scoot closer. Yeah, he definitely interested.
Ebony, how old are you? 27. You're 27? You look like you're 22. Yeah, you do look young. You don't drive like you're young though. You drive like a fucking race car driver.
You drive stress-free.
She drives, yeah. Grand Theft Auto over here. Done that before, or is this just a first-time skill? Beginner's luck? Yeah, I got that impression. You remember us? We're the initial two officers who tried to pull you over. When you pulled out of Alta.
Now, I know he know that the body camera is on. The thing is, like, the scoot closer, the way he looking at it, he's definitely interested. When they pulled out, she had a little tight little spandex on, little hippie and titties and all that. So he definitely on her, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just, this is definitely a little bit extra.
You dating or something?
Hold on, let me say this too, right? One thing, right? If you ever been chased by the police, right? Back in the day when they used to chase you, they so fuck you up. Like, you ain't want to get caught. Like, the way things were when I was young is way different than they are now. Even with if they had body cameras back then, oh, we have so many lawsuits because they was whooping our ass. But the other side is, it shouldn't be personal. All right, you caught. As the police, your job is to apprehend the suspect, right? After you apprehend them, it's up to the courts. It shouldn't be no bad blood. But you see in a lot of cases, it be super emotional, right? They be having to pull the one off you. The officers all jumping all on you, get on the ground. It's 80 knees in your back. It's like the extra takedown, even when you surrender. And even with women. So that's why this looks different to everybody. And as men and women, we could point out the obvious. All right, she a little shapely with a little spandex on. And yo, it's interesting. Look how he looking at her. And peep the scoot over. He probably didn't even realize he was doing it.
So he let you borrow his car? Yeah. You took it out, you were doing whatever you were doing. You got some warrants too.
Hold on. See, peep game. See, this is the way the guy who look, he looking down. And it clips off. You know what I'm saying? This what he see on his Instagram. This is his algorithm in real life. So that's what he looking at. That's what all of them looking at. And she peeps it.
You got some warrants too.
I'm not sure.
Look at these giddy motherfuckers. These dudes are get T. Now watch your searcher when he ain't supposed to.
Yep. You check pockets and stuff.
Are you wearing a shirt under here?
Now he violated right there. See how he was still trying to peel her collar down after she said she don't have no shirt on or no bra? Like, he's still feeling all on her now. He could say, well, I was trying to feel for something. What is in her collar? This is inappropriate. I don't care how attractive somebody is to you. In a professional situation like this, that's why they have women police that come to the scene. She can sit there and wait for a female officer to get there to start putting their hands on her. This wasn't she obviously ain't got no gun on her. Not with that outfit. Where it's gonna be at? Let's be realistic. Let's use common sense. This is wrong. That's why this is going viral. Like the daggone clothes she got is painted on her skin. There's no weapon. So that's why he did the collar thing. That's the only thing he could justify touching as he tried to peel back kind of to look at her titties for real. Let's watch it again. Watch. He's searching it now. Look. It's nothing. Look, it's nothing there. Hold on. Watch this. It's nothing that he's searching. Look.
They let you borrow his car? Yeah. You took it out, you were doing whatever you were doing.
You got some warrants too.
You already got checked, right? I'm not sure.
Watch, he start touching on her clothes. Look. He just want to touch her. Look. There's nothing there. He gets something out of her pocket, but he touching extra shit. That's extra.
Are you wearing a shirt under here?
Straight. This night, no bra. I promise. No bra.
I gotta check anyway. I gotta give you a little check over, but I'm not gonna punch you anywhere.
Okay, look.
You already touched it.
No, I see.
Yeah, hold on. One second. You got it? To jail! 2 days! Hold on, I'm gonna take everything off.
That's not my own.
No.
Take her straight back. I'll sit in the back with her.
You see that? He want to sit in the back with her. Right? After he was praising her driving skills. And remember me, we're the original guys at the stop. Right? Remember recently it was another situation where police got locked in the back of his patrol car. And they had to come, another officer had to come and let him out. He was back. He got in the back with a chick that he pulled over. I think he got fired or something like that. Yeah, let's not play dumb. Police be trying to fuck. These chicks be attracted to the police. That's part of they whole swag. I'm the police. Don't get it twisted. The police be dicking them down.
No, I see.
Yeah, hold on. One second. You got it? To jail! 2 days! Hold on, I'm gonna take everything off.
That's not my own.
No.
Take her straight back. I'll sit in the back with her.
You'll sit in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to throw her in the car and I'll...
Yeah, we'll go back.
Go to back.
Right back. We'll be like, listen, Your Honor, we don't even think Ebony did it. I mean, she did it, but we don't even think she did. You know what I mean? That's usually what we start with because we give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And I don't even think you did it. I mean, I know you did it, but I
Yo, definitely trying to holler. Look at him. Like, he talking about lying. He's talking about lying to the judge like, we don't think she did it. He's trying to holler. Or one could say that he's trying to get information from her, right? But information about what? Y'all done caught her. Y'all caught her with the merchandise. I think she was shoplifting and stole some stuff and got in a chase or whatever. I don't know. But like, you always keep your mouth shut no matter what. Remember, and I'm not trying to tell you how to break the law, but I'm telling you how to protect yourself in any situation, right? Because anything you say will be held against you in a court of law and used against you. You know, we didn't hear her Miranda rights get read. It may have gotten read. Who knows, right? But what the DA usually does with the body camera footage, if your lawyer don't use it, they try to use it to paint the picture and create a narrative for them to fight their case based on the things that you say, right? Even if you got blood all on you, the knife in your hand the gun in your pocket and gunpowder residue all over your clothes. You don't say nothing. You don't say nothing to the police. You don't say nothing in the patrol car because there's cameras there. You don't say nothing to nobody. You speak to your lawyer, no matter what. Because when you go into court, everything is a determining factor, right? Now, you making it harder for your lawyer to fight your case. In this case, to be honest, I don't know how the police going to clean this one up, but this may play in her favor. It's not going to get that thrown out. Like she did put him on the chase for 40 miles. But it got to be some type of misconduct or whatever, because the police can lie. I don't know. I don't know what this is, but he's obviously flirting with her. I'm not a police. I don't know the protocol. I don't know what they can and cannot do in this situation, but professionally in any work environment, I think this is where you get a call from human resources like, hey, like, ain't this a form of fraternizing? I mean, can she say she felt uncomfortable? I don't know. I don't know. It's no confession here or nothing where she was coerced. He's obviously digging shorty.
You're on TikTok.
First of all, hold on. Hold the phone. How many followers you got?
I have a lot. I do TikTok.
I didn't ask you that. How many? Don't tell me
10,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot. What are you talking about?
You got what?
I do TikTok and I do promo. Like,
Here's the deal. If it's 10,000 on TikTok, whatever, it does. It could be bots, but if they're organic, if they're real people, it's real.
Spyware. I have two words for you. China.
I love China, man.
I love China.
I love TikTok.
I think it's not for very cheap. So how many followers you have?
How many on
How
Instagram?
many? What do you don't fucking
over
know?
5K.
Over 5K. What about you on Instagram? How many followers you got on Instagram? How many? You're all bashful. You're all like, I got a lot. And I'm like, how many? You're
I do
like,
a lot. Like,
okay, go ahead. You know what?
you know, 5,000.
You ever seen somebody like not answer a question?
Like, they giving us social media advice in a sense. Like, that's a lot. Now, I got locked up by some cool police a couple of times. I done been robbed by the police. I done been told, like, yo, you could get some good police. Whereas though they lock you up, it ain't personal. It ain't personal. They did their job. They apprehended the suspect, wrote the report up, lock your dumb ass up. I got locked up a lot. Sometimes there are cool police where it's not, they just talking regular shit, not even around your case. So I don't know, but I do know these guys are definitely interested. From the jump, when he scooted closer, that was it. It was over. I'll ride with her. It was over. Now we in the car rapping. This is not a murder case. This is not like, it's really nothing to talk about. So he really trying to find out how to get in contact with her after the fact. He gonna get on his account, his profile picture, probably a truck or an American flag, the blue with the blue line down the middle. You know what I'm saying? He gonna jump right in her inbox. You remember me? I don't know, man. Like, this may be a sense of like, like making her feel like, she gotta talk to you in order to get the charges dropped. I don't know how a lawyer can spin this. Hopefully I see a video. Maybe the lead attorney will jump on this one and give a breakdown of, what misconduct might be going on in this car, or if it's any at all. How does a female DA listening to this and watching this body cam footage, how does that make her feel? Do she call the captain, the chief, and say, hey, we need to recommend this officer? Does it come down to a thing where he don't show up for court and the charges get dropped. Like, what happens here? Because this is definitely not appropriate. All right, I'm yapping.
Because you like talking about Instagram.
Yeah. You want to talk about Instagram? Bullshit, why not? Are you bashful? You're not bashful. You don't seem bashful when you're driving. You seem like you're totally fine. I'm like, respond. So, what else do you want to do? Dating boys and what?
Like, with the, instead of with
So you're dating dudes. If I can make money dating guys, I probably would too. You can make a fair amount of money for affairs. You can make more than I do now, but
Now, it's really kind of unlegible, right? But you can hear him talking about dating and what type of guy she date. There it is right there. I'm not saying that, we reward bad behavior, right? And say, you know what, you throw the charges out. But what happens in situations like this when you got police being unprofessional, right? It brings everything that they had their hands in under question, right? Even if certain arrests were good arrests, right? And it was women. And they said, well, when I got arrested, he said this or said that. A lawyer going to look at his arrest record and start calling people on the phone. Hey, how was your encounter? Did he come across a certain type? Did he try to date you? Did he try to ask for your phone number? Did he reach out to you after the fact? This is how people give time back or get cases thrown out. The DA look at it and they say, you know what? Throw it all out. Every arrest that this officer made, we throwing it all out. Let such and such home because it just ruins their credibility. That's what's on the line here, the credibility of the officer. This happened with the gun task force in Baltimore. They were doing a lot of stuff. They were selling drugs, robbing people, putting drugs on people, putting guns on people, even catching bodies. Let's say even before they started being crooked, they made good arrests. All that shit got overturned. And people sued the city. They sued the city. City had to pay out millions of dollars because you ruined the integrity of the department. That's why we're going to get robots eventually. It's going to all be robots. It's going to be cheaper. You're going to get rid of the human element, the discrimination, the favoritism, the bias. Nah, they're just going to be straight down the middle, black and white, right, wrong, up, down, left, right. Same thing with like factories and shit, like Amazon. They ain't got to worry about nobody calling out sick or their grandmother dying 5 times or people running late. Get rid of the human element. But integrity is lacking here. And he's obviously asking this girl about dating.
how much do I make? Well, when we factor in that 3.5%, how much is it? What's the total?
Good enough.
Good enough.
Hell yeah.
180,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
That month.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You make how much money?
Yeah. Sometimes like 2. Overtime, Big one. Yeah, no trouble. You seem like a nice person.
I am.
Real bummer.
I told you I should just stop. That's my business.
You could have. Well, you could have. From when you first ran and the other 40 miles you decided not to.
We had a couple. I think what
You had a few miles in between to
If you average
stop.
an opportunity every mile, you had like 40 chances.
You know why you scared me?
Talk to me.
Because I'm like, why he telling me? I don't know Because I told you I got that car from someone. I don't know what niggas be having going on with their cars. Just said turn the car off. I'm like, what the fuck?
Shut the fuck up. Yo said you seem like a nice person. Shut up. Stop talking. Stop talking. You make it hard for your lawyer. Stop talking. But I don't think this car conversation jeopardizes the overall case, right? You know? But he just showed when it comes to dealing with women, he the weakest link. Is a chink in his armor. Little hips, little thighs, little titties. Yeah. He want to know who she dating, talking about how much money he make, how many followers she got. That has absolutely nothing to do with the arrest. He like, yo, damn, I wish I just would have met you in a different situation for real. That's what he really saying. But remember, you have the right to remain silent.